taking place. Y'all know where to find me, you be looking center stage. 24/7, we ain't never taking breaks. Got a lot to learn, think you better know the game.
So yeah, we're going with Salt River Range Outfitters, and I talked to Matt, the owner. He's been great to deal with, and then we'll go meet him and his wife, and then set up today, go shoot, and then tomorrow's opening day. So
And how many points did it take you to draw this?
Five points for the general season here, and there was 5 for my Utah hunt for deer after this as well. So so kind of they back-to-back perfectly with the timing. They overlap one day, so yeah, I'll be driving straight to Utah right after this and trying to fill my deer tank. So riding the horses, I haven't ridden a horse since I was probably 10, 11. So that's going to be
yeah, we had access. I've got horses, and we had access to ride horses, and we chose not to ride the horses ahead of time.
Well, let's take that back. So our daughter's basketball schedules dictated how much horse riding we were able to do when that was done.
Basketball, football.
Yeah, all the kids' sports. But I do got the biker shorts, so we'll see if that helps. Yeah, not only have we not ridden horses, now I'm going to do it blindly, basically, with it.
It's a great idea.
Yeah, as long as the guide's in front of us, I think we'll be okay.
All right, Wyoming Elk 2024 status update.
Well, we just got done climbing a tree.
So, checked into the lodge, came out to shoot guns, came out to get some epic drone footage here in Wyoming. Threw it on autopilot. It's clearly not calibrated for Wyoming. Yep. And wound up in a tree. We were able to get the beeper on, went, saw it, and then realized we needed a long ladder and a chainsaw and a beer to muster the courage to climb up and try to get it out.
Where's it going?
Seriously, boom! Woo-hoo-hoo! That's awesome.
There's a drone. It's like
mission accomplished.
Maybe slight damage to the gimbal there.
Yeah. I feel like it's all fixable. So we got the footage back. That'll be interesting to watch. And yeah. But the good news is the gun's dialed. Yeah. 200 yards and 800 yards, smoking rocks. So
comfortable, confident, should be ready.
Yeah. So I'm glad
we'll meet our guide here soon.
I know. We got here early, so we got the choice of our beds and got all set up, and so that we had some time to kill, which we clearly needed it. So I feel like I'm covered. My beard is full of sawdust, and
early morning hike, nice hike we got acclimated.
Really, we just wanted to carry up a ladder up in the woods.
Yeah. So we're good to go.
So far, we're hashtag killing it.
Yeah. The drones, killing all the drones.
Yeah, exactly.
Alright, what's the story you want to open up with?
You, buddy.
Yeah, buddy. Ryan's a passenger. Passengers can cause a loss of control, resulting in severe injury or death. Steady, striker.
That's alright.
Opening morning, we left the lodge around 4 a.m. We took a gnarly four-wheeler ride and hiked up to what they call the wall. Now, going guided is a new thing for both Josh and I. We've both been longtime hunters, hunting in the northwest part of the United States, and we've really been successful, each independently, on most North American game animals. Everything from whitetail, mule deer, elk, bear, whether it be modern rifle, bows. We've kind of done it all. So this is going to be a new experience for both of us. Having a lot of experience hunting out west really helped with this hunt because of our gear. We were both set up with tripods, spotting scopes, good glass, and we're used to sitting and glassing for long periods of time. And we felt like this is going to be helpful to our guide and overall improve our success.
Recording because maybe some of this what I can is guys get that.
It'd be nice if you fucking just got that way.
Is that the way we get in?
Was it?
Is it we get into this?
Yeah, it's a horse trip. You can like drill around the horse trip.
I love spotting them on the road in a horse trail. Those are my two favorite things.
On horses down there.
On that opening morning, we wound up glassing about 7 bulls and probably 3 times as many cows. Josh found a monster down in the bottom, about 2 miles away and probably 2,000 feet elevation below us. And ultimately, we decided we're going to have to go after him tomorrow morning.
When he goes against that, you can see the white tips here until he goes a little forward.
Yeah, you can see him right there.
Right, yeah, wait till
I wanted to throw in a quick lessons learned here for those that are thinking about coming out west, doing a high altitude type of hunt. Do as much cardio as you can ahead of time because altitude is a thing. We were hiking up, we got up to about 9,500 feet, and when you're pushing it and you're taking deep breaths, there's just no oxygen there. I mean, your oxygen is about half what you're used to if you're coming from sea level. We were coming from 3,000 feet, and I'm telling you, I packed out a bowl 3 days before we went on this trip. No issues. When I came here and I was hiking this steep stuff, I was feeling it. Granted, Josh and I, we're early 40s. We got dad bods, but at the same time, we're still active and try to stay in shape as much as we can. Get out there, get on the treadmill, get a backpack on, whatever you can, because any little bit you do is going to make yourself feel better when you're out here.
Are we going up this here to the right?
He's stretching, that ain't a good sign.
Yeah, exactly.
Our outfitter's lodge was within 30 minutes to an hour of every trailhead on the mountain range we were hunting, which was great. We learned over time how to adjust our pack and what to expect throughout the day. But basically, we were leaving at 4 in the morning, going out, getting up to where we needed to before first light, hunting a couple hours, come back midday, take a siesta, and then head back out in the evening and come back after dark every day in, day out.
Damn. It's kind of disappointing.
That fucking boat.
You gotta,
Oh my god.
I gotta dial for that.
Day 2.
Josh has the white stallion.
Morning number 2, and we're going to chase the giant on horses in the dark, which was awesome. At first, it's a little intimidating to get on a horse in the dark, going into a place that you've never been before, on a horse you've never even met before. But in all reality, these horses were awesome. They're quarter horse draft crosses, very sure-footed, just very good temperament, and I couldn't say enough good things about the stock that we got to ride that week. As we were setting up to glass that morning, we looked down in the valley, and there's a big bull moose down to our left that we were watching, just munching on alders. And then all of a sudden, we look to our right, and there's a cow and a smaller bull moose. And that big bull moose, he knew they were over there, and he started heading that way. And for those of you that know, early October, it's the moose rut, so we were hoping to see a showdown of these two bull moose fighting over the cow. And what happened? That big bull moose worked his way over there, and that little moose just turned tail, wandered off, and he was crying the whole way, and we could hear him. And he just gave up. Big moose took mama cow, and the rest is history. We never did turn up that giant bull that morning, or any elk for that matter. We heard one bugle, and that was it. But man, what beautiful country, and what an amazing horse ride out. I think this is the perfect time to mention that if you don't ride horses regularly, your butt is not going to be ready for the saddle. So, pro tip, bike shorts, they help. I highly recommend them. I want to give a quick shout out to our guide, Tyler. He was the most senior guide at our outfitter. He was always early, very professional, very personable, and we had a great time with him. Now, throughout the week of hunting, every morning and every evening, we went to a new spot, which meant our hike was different, our ride was different, everything was different every time. This guided thing is new to us, and what we learned is we needed to really pry our guide, Tyler, who was great. He was a man of not so many words, though, and so really getting an idea of how far of a hike are we talking, how much elevation are we talking here. So then that way we knew, okay, when we start, you always want to start your hike cold, because you're going to heat up. It was good to know how far, what's the elevation, what should we expect, so then that way we knew how light should we pack for the day. Communicate with your guide, it's going to make all the difference. The morning of day 3 was an intense horse ride in the dark. It felt like we went straight up the mountain, off trail, and when we finally got up there and the sun came up, you could see we basically made it all the way to the top. It was beautiful country. The snow rolled in, and we were hoping that a change in the weather would get the animals moving. For those of you out there that spend any time in the mountains, you know that when you are on the cusp of that rain to snow mix, that is the coldest time to be in the mountains. You get wet, it's so cold. I'd rather be in snow, I'd rather be in 20 below temps than have that rainy, super cold weather. And that's what we experienced. So luckily we were able to get a fire going, and it really kept us warm and comfortable on the mountain. Eventually, the clouds and fog cleared, and man, we were hoping that we would just see elk everywhere, hillside to hillside, and it just looks like such beautiful country. What did we see? About 8 cows and no bulls. Evening 3, we take the quads on a nasty trail up towards the top and then hike all the way up to a nice glassing spot. We saw elk. They came out. There was a bull in there, but they were about 1,400 yards away. And I don't know about you, but I don't have a dial for that.
Horses are like, not these guys again. Question is, does Tyler have fire starters? I've got some if you don't. Stretch it out, buddy. How about now? You ready now? Not right. Like barely had my toe in there. Made it.
Morning 4, we had another great ride on the horses up in the dark until there was a big log across the trail that we could not get around. So we had to cut short of where we were going to park the horses and hike up to, which was fine, just a little more hiking, but man, it's deep country, and it was solid work to get up to where we were going to class from. It seemed to be a theme that we work our butts off to get up high to a glassing spot, and we're fogged in. And sure enough, this morning was no different. Eventually, the clouds cleared. We saw a herd. There's a couple bulls in there, but guess what? 1,200 yards. Not going to happen. Gosh, you need to control your horse, dude. Are you going or do you want me to go? Our trail's down over that way. You're not leading the way. We're going back down that way. Now at this point, we are 4.5 days in on a 5-day guided hunt. And I'm not the tag holder, I'm just a buddy, I'm filming, but man, I'm starting to feel the pressure and I can only imagine how Josh is feeling. We originally started out as quote unquote maybe trophy hunters, but at this point, I know we're just trying to put an elk on the ground and we have not had a shot opportunity to this point. We'll see if it comes together. Hold on, easy, easy, easy. Hold on, Tyler. Tyler, gotta get the stick out here real quick. All right. Good, beautiful day. Evening number 4, into a new spot, same playbook. Drive to the spot, hike up in, set, and glass.
Last day.
Morning 5, Hail Mary time. We rode the horses in the dark to an area we saw elk the night before. Sure enough, heard bugles, and elk started skirting out from the timber at first light. Several cows skirted out at first light, and we continued to hear the bugle about 400 yards from us below him. The bull didn't follow, he just stayed put, so we stayed put on the mountain, hoping he would pop out eventually. The days, hours, and minutes were ticking away as that sun kept creeping farther and farther down to the horizon. The bugle kept going, which kept our spirits up, thinking he might come out. And that's what we were betting on.
What's that? Oh, are you fucking kidding me? Is there a bull in there?
If you're a hunter and you're anything like me, there's just something about the last day you know you can hunt, feeling that sun go down, feeling that pressure, feeling that anxiety, whatever that is, you know it, you feel it. And going outfitted, you know, Josh spent 5 points, bunch of time away from family, just a lot of resources went into this hunt, and to come away empty-handed like that is tough. But the upside is, what an amazing experience. We saw beautiful country, we got to hang out with other hunters and guides and learn a lot from them. Amazing experience on horses and just an epic adventure. And it's hard to put a bow on it when you can't put your hands on some antlers, put some meat in a cooler. Josh and I did a post-hunt recap, and I'm going to put together a video on what we learned, and hopefully it's helpful for those of you that are thinking about going guided, maybe Wyoming, out west, whatever it is. But I appreciate you following along, experiencing what we experienced, and hit that subscribe button, and we'll have more adventures in the future that I think you'll like. I appreciate you following along.